What's up, guys? Sulky Boy here. Today we have the review and FPS testing of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I've had some major dramas getting it installed. I had a digital download code from my graphics card that I purchased, the GTX 980, so I redeemed it. Downloading it was a bit of a pain, to be honest. I mean, I did the gog.gog.com. You have to download the game from. Create an account with them. Did the web browser download. I think it's about 26 gig in total. There's about 7 or 8 files, 4 gig a piece, and a few other ones. Downloaded them all. Took about 2 hours or so. I've got fiber here, so it's not too bad in terms of speed. Tried to run the install. Corrupt, files missing. Okay, delete them all. Started it again. Same situation. About 3 or 4 hours later, I downloaded it and tried to install it. Corruption. Check the support, and it says that it's quite common to get corruption when you're downloading through just a web browser. So it says, please download our GOG Galaxy installer, whatever that is. So I went and did that. Had to set the whole thing to download again. 26, 27 gig. Let it crack on. Computer goes into standby after about an hour, so whenever that kind of goes into standby, it cuts the download off. So yeah, it downloaded after about 3 or 4 hours again, after stopping it from going into sleep mode, and once again wouldn't work. So get slightly pissed by this, so I deleted it off, started it again, left it in high performance, and it went straight through. But yeah, I had some fun and games trying to get it downloaded and installed and working. It's currently 10 to 1 in the morning on Friday the 22nd of May. I was hoping to do this on the 19th when the game was released, but you know, with work and a few other issues trying to get it downloaded, that's why it's getting done a couple of days late. So yeah, as before with my other videos, we're going to do the standard onboard graphics card, which is the GTX 970 3 gig in my Alienware 15. I'll put a bit of in the description down below. I'll put the spec of the laptop, so you know what I'm working with if you haven't seen my previous videos. We'll also then do about 5-10 minutes of gameplay with the onboard graphics card. Then we will swap to the Alienware Amplifier with my GTX 980, and we'll give you guys an idea what we're scoring. It will all be in 1080p, and the settings all will be on ultra. They'll all be on top spec. There'll be no, ifs, ands or buts. It'll all be on highest possible specifications when it comes to gaming and everything like that. Yeah, so crack on. What's up, guys? And The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Game on. I apologise in advance if my FPS counter is kind of screwing up. It's kind of been a pig. I mean, it's reading 26 at the moment. I'm not too sure what it's going to display. It's all over the gaff, but I'll keep you updated. Just to keep you guys aware that, as I said in the initial part of the video, go to graphics, everything's on ultra. Frames per second is not capped at 60, it's on unlimited. And we are running in 1080p, and everything is on full basically. That's a bit sketchy as well. Everything's on ultra. So yeah, we'll let me see how it looks. I've been playing for about 20-30 minutes just so I can get through the tutorials and bits and pieces and see what it looks like. But yeah, initial impressions, it looks absolutely sick graphic wise. I mean, the chickens and stuff, they all look pretty real. The initial sequence itself, you've got quite a few video sequences to go through, and they look really good as well. Just generally, the graphics and the video sequences look good. I mean, we're hitting about 30 FPS now, just idling with everything going on in the background. In some of the movie sequences, we're going down to the high teens. So I mean, you're not going to be doing much in a video sequence, so it doesn't really matter too much. As far as gameplay so far. We're getting between 30 and 40 FPS. Generally, top end of 27 is where we're kind of tired of hitting. And I'm still getting notifications. You can see I haven't been playing this too long. We've got loads of other bits and pieces popping up. So look. Apologies for the bad language. The game is an 18, I believe, so you're going to get it from time to time. I mean, you can see in the background all the trees are going, and it just looks really good. I mean, I thought Dying Light was good, but this, you know, it really has topped it for me. Even the horse's mane, it's just looks pretty good. Let's get there.
Come on now.
It's right at the beginning of the game, so hopefully I'm not going to spoil anything.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. His love just left home.
This is what I'm using now. It's like the witch's sense. It picks up on trails, and you know, if you're looking, for example, in the first bit, you kind of look for a key to get out of the bedroom, and it asks you to use this. You hold right click on the mouse, and it kind of lights up anything you can interact with, which is quite handy considering it's quite a big open play game as well.
You, Miss Love. Hear that? Wolves? No. Wild dogs? Yes.
Still hitting about 27 FPS, 25, 26, 27. And also, yeah, I would say the idea of this, where you can actually choose what's being said, you're not following a script. I mean, you can get quite cheeky with some of the guys there, tend to piss off and other various things as well. But yeah, it's kind of cool little add-on they've put into this, where you can choose what you say to people.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves. Don't think so. It's the truth. No why? No, but I guess you're about to tell me. Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport. Just like humans. Right. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too? I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them? Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer that he's talking about in the village.
Badass.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them. Sure, Griffin's not going anywhere. No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
Great, I'm going to probably get my ass kicked because I have no idea what I'm doing on this so far.
You'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. For a dog,
Horse
kick
with
him
a horse.
laughing, no more.
Yeah, I just did that.
Stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die too late. Attacked another one.
Yeah, come on, son. Chop, chop, chop. Wrecked. I'm gonna loot the dog. What's it got? Raw meat. Okay, we'll take all of that. Where's our mate? You won't have to. $31 FPS.
You know him. We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, and I was the Lord's hunter. That was before. Well, A long time ago.
Go on then, we'll ask him what for.
Before they drove me from the village. What did you do? Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it. I'm a freak too. Right. But of another kind. If it's lycanthropy, I can help. What? Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse thing. The Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and he escaped, fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Cool.
So, can you show me where you found enough Guardians?
What I will do briefly is I'll get out of the map actually. Just tweak down the settings a little bit. I'm just intrigued really to see how much the FPS is going to go up if I knock it down to say high instead of ultra. Probably gone up about 36 on high. Fans are kicked in on the laptop. I don't know if you're going to pick that up on the microphone, but they are going flat out at the moment. If we go a little bit further down, normally I'll stick to 1080p, but I'm just curious because it's kind of maxing out at the moment. Going down to medium settings. Do you notice any difference in the quality? Yeah, let me just look a bit more. It all looks a bit blockier, doesn't it? So. But the FPS is shot up to 50, so if you want to play in high quality, I think you're probably going to be better off just using the amplifier, which we'll test out shortly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spoil the game by going into it too much at this moment in time. Done a bit of gameplay. I'm going to swap to the amplifier now and see what sort of FPS we're getting on Ultra. Back in a sec. Okay, we're back on the amplifier, the GTX 980, the 4GB beast, and as you can see, the FPS has some marked improvement straight away. We'll put it back onto the initial settings, which was, we did have it messing around. Let's put it onto Ultra again, back to where we was. That should improve. Okay. Yeah, we're hitting around about 50 FPS, which is probably just under double. I mean, we were hitting about 30 before, now we're hitting 50 average, so.
One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts, blades stretching down to. Watch out for yourself now. Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians. They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
I get my ass kicked by a griffin, that big flying thing that you see in the trailers everywhere.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood.
No, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not necessarily going to say this before, but I've said it before I say it again. This is not generally my style of game. It's a bit World of Warcrafty looking for me, but in terms of the trailers that I've been seeing, on YouTube and stuff, the game looks absolutely phenomenal. So I just had to get it. I mean, I don't know what you guys thought when you've seen a few of the trailers, but they do look pretty good. And I suppose I'm supposed to be checking this gap out. do, which isn't too bad, I suppose. It can be a bit tedious using this Witcher thing. We have to zoom in. Oh, there you go, tracks. Let's have a look. Examine them. I'm going to get mauled by this bloody bird thing when it turns up. Not too sure what to do here. Examine the site using your Witcher senses. What I have done. I don't see anything else to look at. Oh, I can examine that footprint, but not the other one. Brilliant.
Deeper, heavily armored.
Oh dear.
Guardians, probably.
Yeah, follow the trail, follow the trail. No, don't want to fast travel. You can, if you've been to certain places, you can fast travel to them, which makes it a bit easier. Following the yellow brick road, the red brick road, more like. Jump, there's an S and jump, isn't it? There you go. And then just going to keep going back up. So that. Gather ingredients. Yeah, why not? Look at now, I can hear something. Where are we supposed to be going? Is it still up here, is it? Stung by bees.
Rest. What remains of it, at least.
Wow.
Female. Larvae in her wombs have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Either griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
Okay.
Thick shaft. Dense barbs. Royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive.
It's pissed.
Enough guardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Okay. Take all this stuff. Around the map. You can just press V when you've got several things to do. Yeah, we've got that. You see on the top on my little map, I'll head in that direction. That's where I'm supposed to be heading to ask the herbalist about buckthorn, whatever the hell that is. Gameplay on this, I'm pretty impressed really. I mean, it's quite an interactive, just a random hare running around. I'm sure I can hunt that later on. Yeah, I mean, you can run around. Oh, there's some chests here to loot. It's quite a lot you can do. So, I mean, I've only been playing now for probably about an hour. But it does have the developments of a very good game. But I mean, I'm kind of still hooked on Dying Light at the moment. I want to finish that because I wasn't too far off it, but I have no doubt that I'm going to be getting into this and playing this quite a lot once I finish Dying Light. But, yeah, I mean, we're hitting a solid 40, top 40s, bottom end of 50s in Ultra on the GTX 980, which is pretty good. So I have heard that this is a very graphic intense game, and if you guys are getting this game, you'll know when you start playing the main story, the first few sequences, the video quality is just literally, it's phenomenal. I've not actually seen it that good, but the people actually look like they're in the DVDs, you know, they look really good quality, so very impressed. And there's plenty to talk to, plenty to do, so I don't think you're going to get bored in this game too easily. And they're kind of the trend now, the open world games where you can just go around and do what you want. It's not a linear campaign, so to speak. You can just go around and have a laugh, or you can do the missions, and I like the idea as well, like I said before, I like the idea that you can choose what you're saying to people. You don't have to follow the script and let them do. You can kind of carve your own path to a degree. And there's certain interactions with people that can lead to fights. You can tell them to, you know, piss off or whatever it is you want to do. There's plenty of things you can do. And as you can see here, I'll explain why he's a herbalist. There's herbs all over the map. And get to his house. Just strolling.
Bad time.
57 F58 FPS at the moment. Frames per second, but yeah, 48.
Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses, small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina? Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. They're young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Without a hole in the skull. Nothing my bros can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her a swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking, a few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First I'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
These video sequences do go on for a bit. There we go. Okay, now I'm being sent somewhere else. I'll get my horse. Look at that trusty steed.
That's it, Roach.
He named his horse Roach. Okay. Yeah, overall, thoroughly impressed. Okay, it's coming in the other side, isn't it? I'm enjoying the game. Like I said, it's only been playing for about an hour. We'll see if I can get my ass kicked by this griffin while I'm still playing. It'd be interesting for you to guys see me get them. When you see these monsters that come up, if they're red, it means they're considerably more powerful than you are, and they advise you to run. Can I run into the lake? No, you won't go into the lake, will you? Great, so I've got to go back round there because that's only just turned up. Just sprint past this demon thing again. Like it. Get off the horse. That dude drowning in the river or something. Swim swiftly, dive, hold C. What's that? I think it's going to be there, isn't it? C. I imagine everything I run into is going to be stronger than me at this moment in time, so it doesn't really pay to fight anything. Jump. Cheat the horse over here. Save a bit of time. Where is it? Oh, okay. That old chestnut. I think. Where is that sending me?
Faster.
Shut up. Back to my companion in this game. Come on, the door's got me now.
Yes? What is it, Wolf? Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went. And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for it. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know. Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap. And how's that going? Got the buckthorn. Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent. More like stench. City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredigor? Hunting that Zugal in the trash heap?
We're still hitting 50s in the FPS. Depends where we're looking.
You ever gonna stop bringing me up?
49 there.
Later, Vesemir.
Okay, what is it telling me to talk to me?
Yes? What is it, Wolf? Been busy with the Griffin contract. And? Learned some things. It's a male, and its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things. It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work. I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it. Picked one out already, on the side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way. Good. Meet you there.
He's gonna steal the horse now, isn't he? How's that old sod running that quickly, honestly? Okay, I can't move. It's missing. Right, okay, brilliant. So how do I get out of this? Thunderbolt. Okay. More tutorials, do apologise. I'll tell you what, I think we'll call this a day. Yeah, well it's on 160 FPS now, but then again there's jack going on. Yeah, as I thought, well we knew the amplifier would perform better, but I think yeah, with this sort of game with the graphics that is yielding, you're going to have to play it with the amplifier if you want to play it in ultra settings and get a decent FPS. Between 40 and 60 really on the amplifier, and bottom end of 30 and high end of 20 when you're on the onboard 970. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, share the video if you know anyone who would be interested in it. I may even do a follow-up video and see how we get on, and watch me get my ass kicked by this Griffin.